Up until this point, I had been purchasing my firewood $4 at a time. But when resources began to dwindle, and when money became just as thin, I realized I would have to find another way of sustaining us. As I came to the realization that chopping my own firewood was the best way of accomplishing this, I also realized how absurd it seemed that I was 36 years old and didn't know how to chop firewood. I began to pick myself apart mentally. It seemed like such a rudimentary skill that surely everybody knew how to do, except for me. A subtle, yet gnawing sense of embarrassment was weighing on my mind. But also present was the necessity for heat and food, and the challenge was set. As my determination took root, I found my motivation in every negative, slanderous accusation that had ever been thrown at me. Statements like, "You're not good enough, you're not strong enough, you're not smart enough, you're just a girl," and my favorite, "Why can't you just be like everyone else and do what you're supposed to?" These are things I've heard throughout my life, over and over, from people that said they loved me, but really just wanted to see me fail. These are words that used to destroy me, used to hold me back, used to keep me tied in my own self-doubt. But now that I've become who I'm supposed to be, this is the place where I find my motivation. This is the place where I look for inspiration. With a little bit of age and a lot of internal reflection, I've been able to take all of those negative things that everybody has ever thrown my way and turn them into my source of power, where I look for challenges, the opportunities to prove people wrong, and this would be no different. They say all good things come to those who wait. But my life experience has taught me that waiting will get you nowhere. Good things come to those who look for them, try for them, work for them, and if need be, fight for them. My life has taught me that the only surefire way to be saved is to know how to save yourself. So that's what I'm gonna do. Here, in this forest, surrounded by lost, fallen, and forgotten timber, I'm gonna learn how to chop wood. I'm gonna learn how to use this axe. I'm gonna learn how to use my body, my hands, my mind, and what little muscle I may have to keep myself warm and to feed myself. Because learning how to do this myself is the only way I can guarantee that it will get done. My body, my muscles, my skin, my confidence, they become familiar with the axe, with the way it moves, with the way it works, with the way we get to know each other, and the way we work together. We build a relationship. We become a team. With every swing of the axe, I become more sure of what I'm doing. Less afraid, less embarrassed, less unsteady. The road will be long, the axe is heavy, my body is small. There's much work to be done. But the ground is being laid, the path is being made, and the destination is in sight. Each time I feel the axe land firmly on its target, I become more driven to succeed, less focused simply on the ability to chop wood, and more focused on precision, strength, and efficiency. I remind myself that not knowing how to chop wood does not necessarily make me inferior. as I previously thought when I started this endeavor. Not knowing how to chop wood simply means that while others were learning to chop wood, I was busy doing other things. For all things there is a season, and for me, it simply wasn't the season for learning to chop wood. It was the season for being a good partner. It was the season for being a good mother. It was the season for starting a business, for going to college, for being a corporate executive. It was the season for trying to be successful in all avenues of life that other people deemed socially acceptable. For each person on Earth, the seasons pass differently. What is the season for one may not be the season for the other. We accomplish things in our own time, in our own way, and each for our own reasons. And for me, it was not the season for learning to chop wood when other people were learning to chop wood. But now was the season for learning to chop wood. And in spite of the blisters, in spite of the calluses, in spite of the sore muscles, rainy days, cold weather, and memories of coffee shops, cable television, and heated apartments, in spite of all of those things, I'll stay here, and I'll learn to chop wood. Because we cannot wait for someone else to save us. We cannot wait to be rescued. We cannot wait for opportunity to fall in our lap. We have to be ready, willing, and capable to save ourselves.